This one is also kind of an interesting perspective. Tony Grossi tweets out, reinvention of Brown's offense with smaller, faster wide receivers. Let's take it a step further. You can see that with Marquise Goodwin as well as Elijah Moore. What do you see that is the evolution? Get the ball to those guys underneath, let them get some quick yards, and then soften things up. How do you envision the offense evolving here?
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think the Browns ever ignored that part of the offense, right? They had, you remember they had JoJo Natson one year they wanted to run a bunch of jet sweep action with. They tried to do it with Odell when he was here. They drafted Anthony Schwartz to be one of those guys, and he just hasn't been good enough to fill that role. So I think the way the offense went last year, and with that lack of really the explosion in the burst, that's when it became crystal clear, okay, they needed to go get a guy or two like that, and that's what they did with Moore and Goodwin. I do think you'll see, more bubble screens. It feels like the Browns do less of that than a lot of teams in the league, but you need the right guy, and I think maybe Elijah Moore's that guy. Maybe Goodwin is. I think you'll see Goodwin is an over-the-top stretch, or, an over-the-top guy that can stretch the defense. Maybe Moore does some of that as well. And then, like we talked about, it's when plays break down, you need some of that quick twitch stuff. So I think that's part of it. And, maybe another part was, Baker was a smaller quarterback. And I think there was a sense, okay, let's give him some big targets to throw to. And maybe that's not as important with Watson, who's going to play in space more.